Hey guys, today we're doing 9.3 surface area of prisms. I did get my new stylus, so hopefully that helps the handwriting a little bit. Let's get started. If you would like to take notes, you can take notes on your own paper. I suggest that you do so that you have them for the assignment. Also, for a calculator, you could use the Desmo scientific calculator that I posted the link for in today's assignment. So yeah. All right, let's get started. If you need a pause throughout the video because I go too fast or whatever, go ahead and just pause so that you can write stuff down. So here is the formula for surface area of prisms. SA equals pH plus 2B, and SA just stands for surface area, so nothing like different or whatever. And then we have the pH plus 2B. We have the capital B, capital P, which stands for the perimeter of the base. And then we have the capital H, which is the height of the prism. So the height of the prism connects the two bases. So that's a thing to keep in mind. The height of the prism connects both bases. Let's see if I can write that. Oh, it's not even like better. Let's see. Nope. Okay. And then the big B is the area of the base. So whatever the base is, like, you just have to find the area of it. Okay, let's move to the first example. So here's our first example. Feel free to draw it if you need to, but we have a rectangular prism here. So we want to find the surface area of the base. So if you remember from the previous slide, the formula is pH plus 2B. So P is the perimeter of the base, H is the height, B is the area of the base. This is our base, this rectangle. That's what we want to find the perimeter of. That's what we want to find the area of. So for perimeter, you want to add up all the sides. So the sides of that bottom base. So since this side is 7, that means this side is also 7. And then if this one's 13, this one's 13. So to find the perimeter, we would just add 7 plus 13 plus 7 plus 13. Okay, and if you add those all together, let me see, that'd be 40. 40. So for the perimeter, we get 40. We add up all the numbers on the base. Now we want the height. The height connects the two bases. So that triangle is one base, and the top triangle, this one, that's the other base. So the line that connects those is this one right here. That means that 9 is the height right there. So there's no calculation there. The height is 9. I'll write it over here. Okay, now we need the big B, the area of the base. So the base is a rectangle. And to find the area of a rectangle, we just do base times height. So to find the big B, we have to do the base times the height of that rectangle, which would just be 7 times 13. Let me type that into my calculator real quick. $91. All right. After you have all three letters, the perimeter, the height, and the base, all we have to do is plug it into our formula. So I'm going to plug into the formula. My perimeter is 40. Let me try that again. Times the height, which is 9, plus 2 times the area of the base, which is 91. Okay, so I'm going to type that into my calculator, and that should give me the surface area. Let's see, 40 times 9 plus 2 times 91. I get 542. So that is our surface area of a prism. And if you need to rewatch it, just feel free to rewind the video and watch it again. Let's move on to the next one. All right, we have a prism again, but this time we have a triangular prism. So the formula is still the same because this whole lesson is prisms. So our formula will still be pH plus 2b. Let me try that again. I was doing so good. There we go. So let's outline the base real quick, just so that we know which side is the base. Okay, here we go. That triangle is our base. Okay, so first thing we want to find is we want to find the perimeter of that triangle. Remember, perimeter, you just add up all the sides. So we know one side is 15 because that's marked right there. But we also know what the other sides measure because of the top, because of this triangle. If this one is 9, this one is 9. Try that again. If that top one is 12, that one is 12. So for the perimeter, we would do 15 plus 9 plus 12. Let me add that up. That's going to give us 36. So the perimeter of the base is 36. Now we need the height. Remember, the height connects the two bases. So in this case, the line that connects the two triangles is this one right here. So the 16 is your height. Okay, now we need to find the area of the base. This is where it's going to change a little bit from the previous question. To find the area of the base, remember the base is a triangle, we have to use the formula for a triangle, which is base times height divided by 2. So we have to use that formula to find the area of the triangle. On the previous one, we just had to do base times height because it was a rectangle, but this time we have a triangle. Now on a triangle, the base and the height have to make a right angle. So if you look at this triangle, the right angle is right here. That means that the 9 and the 12 are the base and the height. It doesn't matter which one like you label as base and which one you label as height. It's just the 9 and the 12. Okay, so we're going to plug those into our formula. One thing to keep in mind is that this H that I just drew the arrow to is different from this H, or I mean that H. Okay, the H in the original formula, that's the height of the prism. The H over here in the corner, that's the height of our base. Okay, so they're not the same. So I'm going to plug the 9 and the 12 in. So I'm going to have 9 times 12 divided by 2. And that's going to give me 54. So 54 is the big B. Okay, so now we have everything for the formula. We have the perimeter, we have the height, we have the area of the base. So let's plug them in. So my perimeter is 36 times my height, which is 16, plus 2 times the area of the base, which was 54. I'm going to type that into my calculator. Maybe. And I get 684. Let me try that again. I'm sorry, guys. I thought this stylus would be way better, but it's not. So hopefully soon I can do videos different, like on a whiteboard or something. Okay, 684. And that's it. All right, I'm going to erase this. And yes, we have one more. So this is the last one that we have. So it is a triangular prism again, but I picked this one because it looks a little bit different from the previous one. And sometimes people get confused with the base when it looks like this. So my formula is still pH plus 2B. Okay. So this is a triangular prism, but even though like this shape is sitting on the rectangle, like as you can see, it's like sitting on the rectangle is not the base. Because it's a triangular prism, let me change color real quick. The triangle is the base. Okay, so even though it's not sitting on the triangle, that's okay. The triangle is still the base. So that's what we have to find the perimeter of and the area of, because we need the perimeter of the base and the area of the base. Okay, so perimeter of the base. We want to add up all the sides on that triangle. We know this one's 12. We know this one's 5. We just need this one, which if you look at the triangle on the back, it's going to be 10. Okay, since that back one's 10, this one's 10. 10. It's a terrible 10. So we want to add 5 plus 12 plus 10. And we get 27. So 27 is a perimeter. Next, we want the height. Remember that the height connects to two bases. So the height is going to connect this front triangle to the back triangle. So this is a height. This is also a height. This is also a height. Those three lines connect the two triangles. So that's our height. So our height, you can see right here, will be 3. Okay, and then I just need the area of the base. Remember, the area of the base is a triangle, or the shape of the base is a triangle. So again, we have to do base times height divided by 2. So we're going to look at that triangle, and we can look at the back one if you want, because that's the one that has the height. And we're going to want the height in the base. So let me outline it for you. So we're looking at this triangle. Here's the right angle. So this is the height, and the base is the bottom one, which we know is 12 because of the front triangle. Okay, so my base is 12 and my height is 4.1. So 12 times 4.1 divided by 2. Let me calculate that. I get 24.6. So that's the big B, the area of the base. So then we're going to plug all three of these numbers into the formula. Let me change the color back to black. So the perimeter was 27 times the height, which was 3, plus 2 times the area of the base, which is 24.6. I'm going to type that into our calculator. Let me do that real quick. 27 times 3 plus 2 times 24.6. 130.2. Hey, maybe the thicker one writes better. All right, 130.2. And that would be the answer. Thank you for watching the video, guys. Real quick, you're going to have to fill out a form asking for the code word just to make sure you watch the video. So today's code word is going to be... I should think this through before. Let's make it chair. The code word will be chair for the form. Thanks, guys. See y'all.